everyone, welcome to Be Craftastic. Today we are going to create a beautiful glowing sunset landscape painting. Okay, so first I grab my brushes and some clean water, then I fix my canvas securely onto the easel. And yes, I'm taping the edges with masking tape because I love that clean sharp border at the end. Trust me, peeling it off layers is so satisfying. Now, before adding any color, I lightly wet the canvas using a large brush. This helps the paint blend smoothly and prevent it from drying too fast, especially when we are working on skies. Alright, so it's time to pick our colors. Today I'm using blue, orange, red, white, yellow, light green, dark green and black. For the sunset, magic really happens with orange and yellow tones, so we will focus a lot on these. Now I'm starting with blue at the top of the canvas. I'm taking my time here because the sky sets the entire mood of the painting. When you paint a sunset, it's not just about the colors, it's about creating a feeling. As I blend this blue, I imagine the early evening sky, that quiet moment just before the sun begins to disappear. I soften the blue color using water to create it lighter shades of blue. Have you ever noticed how peaceful the sky feels at that time? I blend some white as well because it makes the sky feels airy and spacious. Now I'm slowly introducing yellow and then the orange and see how everything changes. The moment orange touches the canvas, it feels warmer, softer and almost magical. Sunset always remind me that ending can be beautiful too. Even when the day is over, it leaves us with something breathtaking. I'm layering these colors gently, letting them blend naturally. There's no rush because sunsets don't happen in a hurry either. They slowly melt into the horizon. Now I'm adding white in the center to create the glowing sun. I don't want a harsh circle, I want it to feel like light spreading into the sky. And around it, I'm blending orange and yellow to make that golden glow. This is my favorite part because this is where the painting starts to breathe. Now I'm moving on to the clouds. Today I wanted to create a dramatic cloudy sunset sky. Clouds during the sunsets are never just white. They reflect every color around them. And in the center, I add white in a circular shape. This will become our glowing sun or perhaps the moon. It depends on how you see it. I love leaving it open to imagination. Now let's create the cloudy sky. I'm adding the blue tone cloud first, just softly shaping them. Clouds don't need to be perfect. In fact, the more imperfect they are, the more real they look. Now I'm mixing blue with white for softer clouds and adding touches of orange where the sunlight hits them. Look at how the colors mix, warm and cool tones together. That contrasts make the sky look deep and alive. Sometimes when I paint clouds, I imagine standing on a hill and just watching them slowly move across the sky. No phones, no noise, just silence and colors. I'm adding darker shades by mixing a little blue into the orange. This gives the depth and the shadow. Because even in the brightest sunset, there are always layers, and that's what makes it beautiful. Sunsets are a reminder that light and darkness can exist together, and still it creates something stunning. When I paint the clouds, I don't think of them as just shapes in the sky. Clouds are like emotions. They move, they shift, they change form constantly. Some are soft and quiet, some are bold and dramatic, and some just float gently, catching whatever light touches them. Have you ever noticed how during sunset clouds become artists themselves? They borrow the colors of the sky, they turn gold, they blush orange, sometimes even purple and deep blue. Without clouds, the sunset would feel empty, but clouds can give it character. They create shadows, they create highlights, and they create contrast too. Sometimes I add darker tones under the clouds, not to make them heavy, but to give them depth. Because even the brightest sky has layers. When I blend the orange into blue, it creates that soft transition, that dreamy, almost magical effect. Clouds also teach us something. Even when they look thick and heavy, they are still light enough to float. And even when they block the sun for a moment, they end up making the light shine even brighter around them. That's why cloudy sunsets are always the most dramatic. They feel alive, they feel emotional, and they feel real. And as I keep building these layers slowly, softly, you can see the sky gaining movement. It no longer looks flat, it feels like it's breathing, and now the sky feels complete. Now I am gently moving down to the land. After such a glowing, dramatic sky, I wanted the ground to feel calm, steady, and grounding. I begin with a soft light green just to map out the grassy hills. I'm shaping them with slight curves, nothing too straight, nothing too perfect, because nature is never perfectly straight. These more rises and dips in the land make it feels like rolling hills, like a place you could actually walk through. Now I'm deepening the green by mixing a little black into it. See how that instantly adds the contrast. When the sky is bright and warm, the land needs to feel richer and deeper to balance everything. I'm layering darker green near the bottom and in certain areas to create shadow. Even grass has light and shade depending on where sun hits. And slowly the landscape begins to feel more alive. Now it's time for the trees. First, I lightly sketch the trunks, just simple vertical lines. These trees are going to frame the sunset, almost like they are standing there quietly watching it. Using my fan brush, I begin to build the pine branches. Short stroke, soft pressure, layering them one over another. For the trees that are farther away, I use darker tones and keep them slightly softer, so they blend into distance. For the ones closer to us, I make the branches a little sharper, a little more detailed. That small difference creates depth. It makes the scene feel three-dimensional. I love how trees look against a sunset sky. There's something so powerful about trees in the sunset. They don't need bright colors, they don't need too much detail. Even as dark trees, they stand strong. When I paint trees like this, I don't try to make every branch perfect. Instead, I focus on the overall shape. Nature is irregular. Some branches are longer, some are shorter, and some areas are fuller. That randomness is what makes it realistic. And I always remind myself trees are living things. They are not stiff, they are not perfectly symmetrical. So I let the brush move naturally. Now I'm adding grass in the foreground, just quick upward strokes with the fan brush. Not too perfect, just natural movement. When I paint grass, I don't try to control every stroke. I let my hand move freely, upward slightly curved, sometimes crossing over each other. Because real grass doesn't grow in straight lines. Some blades are taller, some bend slightly, some overlaps and create tiny shadows. That variation makes the foreground feel alive. Now I'm adding tiny brushes along the edge. Small dabbing motion, irregular shapes, nothing symmetrical. Because in nature, perfection looks unnatural. These little details might seem small, but they add richness to the painting. They make the foreground feel closer, almost touchable. And now for the flowers. This is where the painting becomes softer. I'm mixing magenta with white to create different shades of pink, some brighter and some lighter. Instead of painting full flower shapes, I gently tap the brush, just small clustered dots. From a distance, the eye automatically reads them as flowers. I place them randomly, some closer together, some spaces apart. That randomness makes them feel like they naturally grew there. Then I add a few light pink highlights on top of some flowers. That tiny highlight make them look like they are catching the last rays of sunset. As I add these final touches, the whole scene starts to feel complete. The dramatic sky above, the strong trees in the middle, and the soft grasses and flowers in front. And now we come to the most satisfying part, removing the tape. This is always my favorite moment. There's something so rewarding about peeling it back solid, revealing those clean, sharp edges. It instantly makes the painting look polished and complete. And here we are with the complete painting, glowing sunset sky, dramatic clouds, strong trees, and soft flowers resting in the foreground. From a blank canvas to this moment. Thank you so much for painting with me today.